The White Man's Verdict, A Tale of Justice and Redemption ****. In a remote village nestled between towering mountains and dense forests, life was simple but harsh. The villagers lived by the laws of nature and the wisdom of their ancestors. At the heart of the village stood an old courthouse, where justice was served by a stern but fair judge named Elder Rajan. He was known for his unwavering principles and his ability to see through the lies of men. His judgments were respected, for they were always rooted in truth and fairness. One stormy evening, as the wind howled and rain lashed against the rooftops, a stranger arrived in the village. He was a white man, dressed in fine but tattered clothes, with piercing blue eyes that seemed to carry the weight of countless secrets. His name was Jonathan Hayes, and he was running from something or someone. The villagers were wary of him, for outsiders rarely brought good news. Whispers spread like wildfire, and curiosity mixed with suspicion filled the air. Jonathan kept to himself, helping the villagers with their chores in exchange for food and shelter. He repaired broken fences, tended to sick animals, and even taught the children how to read and write. Slowly, some of the villagers began to warm up to him, but others remained distrustful. His past was a mystery, and his presence stirred unease. Weeks passed, and life in the village continued as usual until one fateful night. A wealthy merchant named Ramesh was found dead in his home, and a bag of gold coins was missing. The village was in shock. Ramesh had been an influential figure, and his death sent ripples of fear and anger through the community. Suspicion immediately fell on Jonathan. After all, he was an outsider, and his past was shrouded in mystery. The villagers demanded justice, and Jonathan was brought before Elder Rajan. The courthouse was packed with onlookers, their faces a mix of anger and curiosity. The evidence against Jonathan was circumstantial. He had been seen near Ramesh's house the night of the murder, and his tattered clothes were stained with what appeared to be blood. Jonathan pleaded his innocence, but his words fell on deaf ears. The crowd was restless, and they wanted a verdict. Elder Rajan, however, was not so easily swayed. He sensed there was more to the story. As the trial unfolded, he began to piece together the puzzle. Jonathan revealed that he had once been a wealthy trader in a distant city, but his greed and arrogance had led to his downfall. He had lost everything: his wealth, his family, and his reputation. Wandering the land, he had sought redemption for his past sins. The blood on his clothes, he explained, was from a wound he had sustained while helping a wounded animal in the forest. The judge also discovered that Ramesh had been involved in illegal dealings and had many enemies. He had been known to exploit the poor and manipulate the weak. As Elder Rajan dug deeper, he found that Ramesh's assistant, a man named Karan, had been seen sneaking out of the house on the night of the murder with a bag of coins. Karan had always been loyal to Ramesh, but greed had clouded his judgment. Just as Elder Rajan was about to deliver his verdict, a young boy from the village stepped forward. His name was Arjun, and he was known for his honesty and courage. Arjun confessed that he had seen Karan leaving Ramesh's house that night, carrying a heavy bag. The boy's testimony shook the courtroom. Karan, unable to bear the weight of his guilt, broke down and admitted to the crime. He had killed Ramesh in a fit of rage after being denied his share of the profits from an illegal deal. Jonathan was exonerated, but the trial had changed him. He realized that true redemption could not be found in running away but in facing his past and making amends. He decided to stay in the village, using his skills to help the community and rebuild his life. He taught the villagers new farming techniques, helped build a school, and even started a small trade network to improve their livelihoods. Elder Rajan's wisdom and fairness had not only saved an innocent man but also restored faith in justice. The villagers, too, learned a valuable lesson about prejudice and the importance of looking beyond appearances. They realized that justice was not about quick judgments but about seeking the truth, no matter how deeply it was hidden. And so, the tale of the white man's verdict became a legend in the village, a story of justice, redemption, and the power of second chances. It was a reminder that every man, no matter his past, deserves a fair trial, and that true redemption lies in the choices we make to better ourselves and the world around us.